Hello there, welcome back to the channel. It's been a hot minute since I have done a celebrity tarot card read, or a musician tarot card read for that matter. And I wanted to honor and represent our Dolly Parton. I've been rather sad, to be perfectly honest, since hearing the news. And what's so weird, is that I was thinking about her. In fact, I was thinking about her last week. To be honest. And I had listened to a song. It's called Wildflowers, and she sung that song with a trio. I think it was Emmylou Harris and Linda Ronstadt. Long time ago. I don't know the exact year that they did that performance, but I was listening to that song Wildflowers just last week, thinking of Dolly, I kid you not. And when hearing the news that she passed away, it took my breath away, because I was thinking of her. So I wanted to do a read today, remembering her. But I also want to know what the cards have to say. A lot of the cards that I have here that I'm going to use are all actors, stars, musicians, and so forth. Okay? I'll throw in a little bit of extras and a little bit of miscellaneous. But I want to know what the other musicians and what the other stars have to say. Or maybe if Dolly would be coming through with these other stars or other musicians. Some of the cards, like the musicians have passed away. Like, for example, here's a Prince card right here. He may have something to say. I'm unsure, but I'm going to figure this out. This, in my opinion, is very impromptu. All right? I'm just rolling with it, okay? First thing first, I'm going to ring my cowbell, because I heard Spirit said, rock it until the wheels fall off, okay? I'm unsure if Dolly herself said that, but she was all about, keeping up her appearance, okay? And something like that. My mother absolutely loved Dolly, and they were around the same age. My mother is no longer with me, but they would have been around the same age, okay? But first thing first, I'm going to ring this cowbell. I'm not going to do it too much because it's a bit obnoxious, okay? And that's just the way it is. But I'm going to light some incense here. And I want you to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And we'll do this 3 times, okay? Let's light this thing. I don't have my ceiling fan on because it'll just blow it out. And I don't want that right now. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright, now let's cleanse the space and the area. Alright, let's take a deep breath in and breathe out, preferably through your nose. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. And I'm going to move this out of the way so that I don't have some sort of freak accident. Okay. I wouldn't want that. Now I'm going to light a white candle for Dolly, okay, in remembrance of her. Okay, here is my white candle, and I will use this, you know, when someone passes away. Okay. Dolly is a legend. There's no one, there was no one like Dolly. I will just say that. No one can compare. No one can compare. But I honestly feel like she was a mother to everyone. Everyone. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is use my actors and musicians cards and just find out, like, what the messages would be. What, some of them are passed away, some of them are not passed away. But I want to just see what, you know, comes through, or what Spirit has to tell me regarding Dolly. I find it rather interesting, to be honest. Okay. Now, here we go. Look here. This is my Music Genius deck here. Yeah. And there's Dolly right there in her younger years. And this is Queen of Pentacles. If I'm not mistaken, Dolly is a Capricorn. What is her date of birth? Let's see here. Give me a second. You think I would have had this in advance? Give me one sec. January 19th. Yes, that would make her a Capricorn. But it could be that she's a Capricorn, Aquarius, cusper. I'm totally unsure, and I am not familiar with the entirety of her chart. But I'm thinking that she is a Capricorn. Okay? Now, let's see here. What's behind that? Hank Jr.? Oh, that's Hank Sr. My bad. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Folk country. Yeah. Yeah, he would sing those sad songs. Those sad songs. And that's Ace of Pentacles. Now, I do not know his date of birth. Daggone. Okay, there's Whitney Houston here. Okay. You know, I Will Always Love You is what Dolly is known for. That's the song that made her an absolute fortune and made her a legend. Okay, and Whitney Houston redid this. Okay. Now, Whitney was born in the month of August. I don't know her exact date of birth. Was she a Leo? Alleged? I mean, I'm thinking she was a Leo. I do know she redid that song. And I remember, I'm so old that I remember watching this on the television. thinking, because I heard that song, Wildflowers by a trio, Linda Ronstadt, okay, and Dolly. If you hear a cooing in the background, that's my dove, and she's turned up right now. I should have covered her or something before this read. Anywho, it was Emmylou Harris, Linda Ronstadt, and Dolly Parton that sang that song, Wildflowers. And for some reason, there's some kind of, I don't know what the connection is yet, but maybe there is a trio here regarding three people. I mean, we just lost that actress, Hayden Panettiere, okay, or a week or something ago. Now we have Dolly, so will there be a third celebrity or musician? You know, I have here Willie Nelson, you know, at the bottom of this deck. That's crazy. Let me check his date of birth, people. What's going on with that? Let's see. Yes. He is 93 years old. People, this man is 93 years old. Okay? Still alive. Alright? I don't know what the significance is here or the correlation here, but, you know, we lost Hayden Panettiere, we've lost Dolly, and then I have here Willie Nelson at the bottom of this deck. Okay? He was born April 29th, 1933. Oh my stars. What I see here online, it says 18 hours ago, there's a reel with Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton singing together. They're singing together. Okay? Wow. That's crazy, and that's... wow. That would make him a Taurus. Okay, a Taurus. Okay. So, let's get it, people. I feel like I've talked a good bit, but I want to know what these cards have to say. I just want to know. Let's give them a good mix-up. Okay, there's Freddie Mercury, our late Freddie Mercury here. Alright, Spirit, tell me more. Eric Clapton, Elton John. I may Google or look up, you know, if she's met any of these stars or musicians. Wow, there's the Joker. David Bowie. Holy moly. I wonder if she met him. Let's see here. I'm going to look it up, people. I'm reading here that Dolly Parton kissed me. She was on a tour with Porter Wagner. Okay? Dolly came out and saw us. I met David Bowie once. So, I I don't see where they technically met. I don't see anything like that here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm reading through it. I have to really go through it online to see. But I don't think that she met David Bowie. Let's give him another mix up. Alright, Spirit, tell me more. Prince. Oh, she did meet Prince. Okay, I believe so. Let's check. I'm going to double check myself. Let's see. I'm reading here, she did not technically meet Prince. However, she did cover his song Purple Rain. It says, as a solo performance for her 2023 rock album, Rockstar. Okay? She noted that she felt his spirit when recording that song. Holy moly. Okay. So she did cover his song. Okay. The rock album Rockstar. Isn't that something? You know, Prince was a Gemini. There's Kanye West there. Alright, Spirit, tell me more. Look, she's coming out. I have the chills down my spine right now. And again, I apologize if you hear a cooing in the background. That's my dove that I've had for quite some time. And whenever I'm doing something like this, which is rare, she'll get turned up. But anywho, she's coming out. I feel Dolly in spirit is here with us. You saw me shuffle the cards. She's with us here in spirit. But I also believe that there's unfinished business here, because Dolly was always doing something. She was always doing something, creating something. I believe she felt that her job was never done. She had a lot of things going. She was 80 years old, right? 80 years old. And she just had so much that she still wanted to do. And I truly believe that there's unfinished business here. Okay? Is what I feel. There's Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder here. Wow. Ace of Cups. So this tells me that Dolly herself was a mother to everyone. Everyone. And she offered love to everyone. A cup of love here. Exactly. Yeah. Little Richard's interesting. Alright, tell me more, Spirit. So I'm getting, what I'm getting here is that she hasn't quite moved on from this earth yet. She's still lingering, like she hasn't completely crossed over yet, allegedly, because she feels that there's unfinished business here. So everything that I'm speaking about here is all an assumption, okay, of my opinions, all alleged, okay, not facts here, and for entertainment purposes only regarding Dolly. But I truly believe that there is unfinished business here, and that Dolly has not completely transitioned or crossed. There's something unfinished here. There's Lady Gaga. Interesting. That's 5 of Cups. So I'm gathering that Dolly is sad in a way that she has passed. Okay, she's sad that her time had come, because there is so much that she still wanted to accomplish here. Okay? Now, why is Lady Gaga here? I believe Lady Gaga is a Virgo. I wonder if she met Lady Gaga. Let's find out here. I'm looking it up, people. It says yes. Yes, it says on Google that Dolly Parton did meet Lady Gaga. For what reason and when? Lady Gaga shared a tribute expressing how grateful she was to have met Dolly in person, describing Dolly as a kind, warm, deeply inspiring individual. And she saw her as an icon. Lady Gaga personally reflects the emotional tribute following the Dolly Parton passing. Wow. Daggone. I'm just reading, people. It says here on Google that September 1, 2011, Dolly Parton finds kindred spirit in Lady Gaga. Wow. And in 2012, Dolly Parton made it clear she would like to work with Lady Gaga. Holy moly. So see, there's good reason that these cards are coming out like they are. There's unfinished business here. But she made a strong connection with Lady Gaga. I'm just saying, okay? Wow. Alright. I'm going to get some different cards out and see what else they have to say. There's Willy Wonka from the Chocolate Factory. Wow. Alright, let's see here. Alright, Spirit, tell me more. These are actors. I think there's some musicians in this deck. So I'm going to find out here what's going on here. There's Meryl Streep. Spirit, tell me more. What would Dolly here like to say, or these actors or musicians that may have met her? Temperance, that is Spirit. Archangel Gabriel. Let's see here. This is Morgan Freeman. This is from the movie Red Redding in the Shawshank Redemption. That is an excellent, excellent movie. And I wonder if she ever met or talked with Morgan Freeman. He's a legend in itself. It says here that everything comes to he who waits, maintains a work-life balance, and finds moderation in all things. You walk the middle line. Yes. As I said, this is Spirit. And I feel Dolly is here. But let's see if she ever met Morgan Freeman here. I'm going to find out and what that has to do with anything here. I don't see where they have ever met or worked together. There's no public record of them meeting that I see here on Google. However, this tells me this is Spirit in itself. Okay? And Dolly always managed her work-life imbalance, and she always found moderation to all things. Okay, she was very intelligent, I will tell you that. Okay, very, very intelligent person here. Okay, let's get more information. Alright, Spirit, tell me more regarding Dolly Parton. Spirit, card please. Card please, Spirit. The High Priestess, she who knows. And the Ace of Wands, Jackie Chan. Okay. Daggone. Okay. High Priestess, she who knows. That is Lydia from the movie Beetlejuice. So, this is Winona Ryder as Lydia from Beetlejuice. Deep knowledge here. Someone that knows a whole lot. A book of knowledge here. And I will tell you, Dolly was that. Dolly was very intelligent, just like I said. And this card confirms it. This card confirms it. Dolly is the type of person that can see things under the surface. Okay? or keep your lips sealed when they need to be. Okay? Did Dolly do that? It's a strong possibility. She was very private when it came to her marriage and her love life. I will tell you that. This card resonates 100. But at the same time, Dolly remained a mystery. She really did. She remained a mystery. She kept her personal life, love life very, very private. I will tell you that. And I wonder if Dolly ever met Winona Ryder. Let's find out here. Give me a sec. Let's find out. There's no public record that they've ever met in person. I don't see anything. So that tells me that this card here represents how Dolly was very private, okay, and that she would, there's some things she just kept like to herself, okay, and she was also very knowledgeable here with the High Priestess. Now, if I'm not mistaken, because I see this crescent moon here, we also have the partial lunar eclipse coming up. I believe it will be in the sign of Pisces. I actually wonder what Dolly's chart is. I'm going to just double check it, people. Give me a second here. I don't mean to. I just want to know. I'm going to look it up. I wonder if she has Pisces in her chart anywhere. So Capricorn, it says Capricorn Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising. I don't see any Pisces. Well, then who is the Virgo? Well, the Virgo here is Lady Gaga. Like I said, she was going to do something more with Lady Gaga. Wait a minute. Alright, Winona Ryder is a Scorpio. Interesting. Okay. And see, there's the book of knowledge right there. It says the recently deceased. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's what we're talking about here. The recently deceased would be Dolly Parton, people. But yes, this is someone that is very intelligent. She who knows. The mother to everyone here. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Alright, let's see what else Spirit has to say. Let's get different cards out here. Alright, Spirit, tell me more. Tell me more. I'm trying to use decks that are for celebrities, actors, musicians, things like that. That's what I'm trying to do here. Tell me more, Spirit. Keith Richards, okay. Ravi Shankar, I've never heard of those. Alright, Spirit, give me a card, please. Cher. Elvis. Daggone. I had a feeling this was going to come out. I am totally 100 here. We lost the king August of 1977. And what's so weird about it is I remember seeing this on the television when he passed away. Yeah, there's Madonna. Daggone. Another legend. Okay, it says here, let's read. It says, you are king. Never let reality stand in your way. Always keep heaven on speed dial. Interesting. Let's see what Madonna's card has to say. Everyone is entitled to your opinion. Pleasure without permission can be the greatest pleasure of all. You are always will be your own work in progress. Yeah, Dolly, this is unfinished business, unfinished something here. Yeah, she just didn't want to quit. She didn't want to quit. Rock it until the wheels fall off. That's why I feel like she hasn't completely transitioned allegedly here. I wonder if she's met Cher. We've got here, oh, I've got Johnny Cash. You know she met him. You know it. Cher's card says, nothing becomes a legend more than not giving a damn. Bad taste trumps no taste any day. Lovers come and lovers go, but sequins are always forever. You know what? Oh my gosh. Dolly always wore the sequence type of dresses. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw something that she would be laid to rest in her heels or something. Is there a possibility that she may be laid to rest in a sequence dress? Alleged? Well, let's find out if she met Cher, Madonna, and Elvis here. Oh, wow. Okay. So, these two here, as you know, have passed away. Whoops, there's Freddie Mercury too. There's three. It's likely she met all three of these. Okay? And Madonna is still alive and so is Cher. But I want to know if she's met any of these. Let's find out. Give me a sec. And what it has to do with anything here. Yes, Cher and Dolly met in 1978 at a gathering at their manager house and remained close friends for over 50 years. So there's definitely something correlated here. And it says here, sequins are forever. You know, that was the mindset of Dolly. So they were close friends. That's 100. That is absolutely 100. And it says here on Google that their friendship began in 1978. As I mentioned, the king here passed away in 1977. Okay? Let me find out. I'm reading here, Dolly Parton never met Elvis, okay? However, in 1974, Elvis wanted to record Dolly Parton's ballad, I Will Always Love You. That's the song that Dolly was known for. Dolly was thrilled that the king of rock and roll loved her song. However, the deal was never made because of Elvis's manager. Just before the recording session, Parker called Dolly. He demanded that Elvis receive 50% of the publishing rights of that song. Okay? Dolly owned her publishing and refused to give half of it away. But though turning down Elvis broke her heart. Years later, Priscilla Presley told Dolly that Elvis had loved the track so much, he even sang it to Priscilla when they walked down the courthouse steps after their divorce. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I just now got chills down my spine. Let's see if she ever met Madonna. Give me a sec. Yes, Madonna and Dolly Parton met August the 15th of 1985. Yeah, that's looking like what Madonna looked like in 1985. Look at it. That gives me chills down my spine. And Madonna is a Leo. It says here that there was a wedding of Madonna and Sean Penn, August of 1985. Warhol and Dolly Parton both attended this gathering, which was when Dolly and Madonna had crossed paths and met. When she married Sean Penn. That is insane. August the 15th. When was Whitney Houston's date of birth? Let me see something here. August the 9th is Whitney Houston's date of birth. August 9th, 1963. And let me see Madonna's date of birth. August 16th. Holy moly. Okay, so Madonna here married Sean Penn August the 15th, 1985. But Madonna's date of birth is August the 16th, 1958. It's all running together, people. All of it is running together. And the last card here would be Johnny Cash. Let's see. I'm sure she did. Let's find out. Yes, Johnny Cash and Dolly Parton met in 1959 when Dolly was 13 years old. 13 years old. It says here, making the right enemies is as important as making the right friends. Heaven or hell, it's up to you. Darkness is your friend. The Grand Ole Opry. When Johnny Cash introduced 13-year-old Dolly Parton on stage for her debut performance. She sang George Jones' song, You Gotta Be My Baby. Oh my goodness. And look, people, her reaction is, my life and other unfinished business. Parton shared interviews and her memoir. Seeing Johnny Cash was her first experience feeling a major crush. So, it says here, my life and other unfinished business. Bingo, people. As I said, there's unfinished business here. Okay? Meaning, Dolly here allegedly has not fully transitioned or crossed over. There's unfinished business here. Why? Because there's so much more that she wants to do and accomplish in the afterlife. Okay? You could be seeing some things come up out of nowhere that's related to Dolly Parton. Okay? It's going to be things to come, is what I'm trying to say. Through the internet, TV, online, what have you. It's going to be something after the fact. Even though she has passed away, it's not finished here. Would it be something relating Lady Gaga? I'm unsure. Is it something related to Cher, Madonna, Elvis, Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson? Because I saw Willie Nelson at the very get-go. I feel like I need to get some final messages, and then I'm going to wrap this up. I know that this is a long read here. I've got here the Chariot, which she has moved on in a sense, but she hasn't entirely crossed over, alleged. Okay, she hasn't crossed over. Okay, alright, Spirit, give me a major arcana, please, regarding Dolly. A major arcana. Card, please, Spirit. Temperance. Yes, she's an angel. She's an absolute angel. This is the second time I have seen the Temperance card. She is an angel. And she will be an angel in the afterlife. It is said that angels and demons roam the earth to this day. She could be a roaming angel, alleged. Okay, allegedly. And there's the Emperor card and the Lovers. She's with her husband now, her late husband. As I've mentioned before, she was very, very, very private about her love life and her marriage and all of that. But she is now with her husband. I'm seeing wings again. So there's Temperance right there. You know, the match, the one and only, the man that she's been with for many, many years. She has joined him in a sense, but again, she hasn't entirely crossed over yet. Okay? Yeah. Wow. Alright, let me get some dice here and see what Spirit has to say. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2 3s, and a 1. 16. When you add these up, that's a 16. When you look online, you don't entirely see the cause of death. However, you do see that she wasn't doing very well. Okay. I saw something alleged regarding, I don't know if it was autoimmune kidney or cancer. Again, alleged. But there's something significant about the number 16. Okay. Maybe the 16th of August. Okay. I don't know when she went to her doctor or what she did. But there's something significant about the 16th of August here. Let me roll it again. Alright, there are 3 1s there. 111 is an angel number. Let's see what that means. Give me a sec. It says here that Your thoughts are manifesting rapidly into reality. A fresh start, a new chapter. Yes, Dolly, alleged, I believe, could be starting a new chapter in regards to, because there's unfinished business here. I just don't believe she has fully crossed over yet. There's something here it's just not finished. Okay, a new chapter, a new beginning, a new something here, even in the afterlife for Dolly. Okay? Let's do it one more time. That's a 23. Is the number 23 significant? The 23rd of August? Was something onset or happening around the 23rd of August? Yeah, so there's something significant here about August the 16th and the 23rd. Yeah, I'm unsure. I wonder when she went to the doctor. I just got to look up something here. It says here that Dolly Parton was admitted to the hospital Friday, August the 21st. Okay? And days later, Tuesday, August the 25th. Yeah. So, right around that time, between the 16th and the 23rd, by these dice here, allegedly, she wasn't doing that great. Okay? But it says on Google that she went to the hospital August the 21st. Okay? Right around that time. But that's what I have regarding this read. I don't think I've had a read to be practically an hour long. But I definitely wanted to definitely honor her. Again, everything that I spoke about was not entirely facts, okay, of my opinions. All alleged here, okay, an assumption and for entertainment purposes only. But the cards really said some things. Again, I used all cards that related to musicians, actors, celebrities, and what have you here. And a lot of them that came out, Dolly did meet a lot of those actors, actresses, musicians, and so forth. And it really said some things. But she will definitely be missed. And I absolutely loved her. I did. I absolutely loved Dolly. And she was a mother to everyone. A mother to everyone. Anywho, if you like this sort of read, do give me the thumbs up. Leave me a comment. You know, maybe you yourself met Dolly or something. Maybe you saw her in Nashville. I don't know. I personally have never met or seen her in person. Okay? But I will tell you, there's no one that I know of that would ever take her place. Okay? Anywho, you all have a great day, and peace out.